there. My name is Farah Travail, but you can call me Farah. I'm 28 years old and I live with my daughter Molly in our apartment across town. By trade, I'm a care assistant in a nursing home. My job is to help the people who live there, washing, getting dressed in the morning, dispensing medication, that kind of thing. I start work at 8 o'clock in the morning, and my shifts last until 9 o'clock at night. It's hard work. I love my job, but it doesn't pay well, so money is tight. I wish I had more time at home with my daughter Molly, but I need all the hours I can get to make rent. Sometimes, I even take overtime to afford unexpected bills. Farah, you look exhausted. Are you sure you're well enough to be on shift today? Sure, I bought an energy drink on my way in. I won't let you down. Did you find a babysitter for your daughter? It's too expensive. She's with my mom today. Do you get any help from her father? Her father and I split up when she was 2 years old. He never helped us financially or with childcare. Molly is all I have, and I'm the only parent she's got. You know, you could bring Molly to work with you, if you like. She's a good kid. I'm sure she won't cause trouble. Are you kidding me? She would love that. But I don't want her to bother our clients. Kids can be loud, and they deserve peace and quiet. I met Molly. She's never loud. Bring her to your next shift. Thank you so much. The next day, Molly came with me to work. I was nervous. I thought that Molly might feel shy around the elderly people or feel uncomfortable. That was until I passed the communal lounge, where our clients sit in their armchairs to socialize. I saw Molly was sitting with Jean and Daphne. The two elderly ladies were chatting away with enormous smiles on their faces. Molly was smiling too, but she was listening. Farah, I have never seen those ladies so happy. I think your little girl has a real talent for listening. From that day forward, Molly came with me to work. The elderly people loved sharing their stories with my patient and kind little girl. When are you leaving for work today, Mommy? Sweetheart, today is my day off. That means we get to stay at home. Aw, but I want to see Mrs. Jean and Mrs. Daphne. You will see them tomorrow, I promise. Instead, I thought we could go to the park today. Yay! The park was full of parents playing with their children. Molly and I went on the swings first. After that, I drank my coffee as she went down the slide. Shall we go and feed the ducks, sweetheart? Yay! The geese honked and squawked as Molly fed them pieces of bread. Just then I noticed someone sitting alone on the bench on the other side of the lake. It's Mr. Lonekind. Sure enough, there was Mr. Lonekind. He lived at the nursing home and liked to take walks in the park. Good morning, Mr. Lonekind. Farah, Molly, how lovely it is to see you girls. Are you here to feed the geese as well? Why, yes, I am, Molly. I used to come here with my wife before she died. We fed the geese together. Molly, let's leave Mr. Lonekind to enjoy the park in peace. No, ladies, it's a pleasure to see you both. Do you have a story about the park, Mr. Lonekind? I do, but your mama might need you to go with her. Shall I ask her if you have time to hear the story? Well, Mama? Of course. Well, all right. Once, a long time ago, there lived a young man who lived not far from here. One day, he took a walk around the park. As he was enjoying the green grass and birdsong, he came across a beautiful, quiet lake. Here? Yes, Molly, the lake was beautiful, with pink water lilies floating on its surface of silvery water. The boy heard a honking and saw a pair of Canada geese swimming across the water, followed by a whole line of little goslings. What's a gosling, Mr. Lonekine?
Gosling is the word for a baby goose, Molly.
The geese had babies?
Yes, they were very sweet. Well, that young lad loved wildlife. He had his camera with him, so he decided to go a little closer, if he could, to snap a picture of the gosling with their proud parents. As he tiptoed around the lake, he noticed he wasn't alone. There on the bench sat a pretty girl. She had a camera too, and was photographing the goslings with all the patience and interest of a true nature lover.
Sounds very romantic.
The girl asked if he wanted a picture of the goose family. She knew where their nest was, and had waited weeks for the eggs to hatch. They sat together for hours talking, and you know what?
Uh-huh.
Eventually, they got married. They were very happy, had lots of adventures in nature, and had 2 sons.
Molly, can you guess who that boy was? Well, if Mr. Lonekine came here with Mrs. Lonekine, then...
You're right, Molly. I was that boy. And Mrs. Lonekine was the girl. I wish you could have met her. She had even more stories than me, and she told them so well.
Do you miss her?
I do. Very much. But you know, it makes me very happy to share stories about her with you, Molly. Farah, you must be very proud of Molly.
Say thank you to Mr. Lonekine for the story, Molly. Thank you, Mr. Lonekine.
You're welcome, Molly. See you tomorrow.
The next day, I got a call from my manager. Farah, it's Judy. Can you come in today, please? Sure. I can spare some hours this morning. What's wrong? You sound upset. Albert Lonekine passed away last night. What? He was in the park yesterday morning. He passed in his sleep. It was very peaceful. His family are here to pick up his things, but I have some other news for you. I'll be right there. Molly? I'm here, Mommy. I have some very sad news for you, sweetheart. Mr. Lonekine died yesterday evening. Judy had asked me to come into work. Would you like me to drop you at Grandma's instead today? Molly was quiet for a second. Then she said, No, I'll come with you. I want to say goodbye. Judy, is something wrong? Not at all. I have some special news for you and Molly. Had I done something wrong? Should I be worried? I took Molly's hand, and we walked upstairs to Judy's office. What's the matter, Judy? I just got done talking to Mr. Lonekine's son. Their dad meant a lot to them, so they're very upset today, as you can imagine. Yesterday before dinner, they phoned their dad to say goodnight. Mr. Lonekine said he met you and Molly in the park? Really? Yes, it seems you two made a special difference to him. That means so much to us. Molly, by listening to Mr. Lonekine's story, you made it so he could share his happiest memories of someone very special to him. His son said they have not heard him sound so happy in a very long time. Wow. So his sons have thought it over and they want you to have this. Judy gave me an envelope. Inside was a check for nearly $100,000. I gasped. Judy, I don't know what to say. I can't take Mr. Lonekine's money. That would be wrong. Mr. Lonekine said he wanted to leave you a gift in his will. He didn't have time to change it before he died, so his sons gave you this instead. He knew you two did not have a lot. That money made so much difference to Molly and me. I paid 2 months' rent and saved the rest for Molly's college fund. I will always be grateful to Mr. Lonekine for recognizing Molly's special gift. Now, I tell people with pride my daughter is very special. She may be small, but she has a big heart. That is something money just can't buy.